Yo, what's up? I want to say good morning to everybody out there. Hope you guys are having a blessed day. So, I decided to stop in today and discuss the topic that I was having with other people and bring it here live in the live chat. Now, for instance, there is a numerous amount of people who are offended by the actions of J. Cole. J. Cole is going on tour with the KOD tour, and they're a little offended or confused as to why J. Cole would do this tour with with Young Thug. So it's been major issues going on between the platform. Oh yeah, Diddy Coke, Diddy Coke, Diddy Coke, rock the Diddy Coke, Diddy Coke. But yes, that's been the scenario. That's been the situation. So it's hard to say to anybody else in the game like this shouldn't be done or this is an issue, this is a major problem. It's just a situation that's at hand right now, and there's no way, shape, or form this aggression should be standing. Like, fans are nuts over this. Young Thug fans, Lil Pump, or whatever his name is, he's in there battling. Like he's teamed up now with J. Cole. People think like, oh, they were in cahoots. They used this as marketing. Now the message is kind of lost. Like, what was he trying to do all along then? If this is all he gonna do is team up with him, it's like, what are we doing here? Now it looks weird. So people are a little confused, about the whole scenario, and it's beginning to be or look like a problem. I don't have a problem with Young Thug. I mean, he could dress the way he want to dress. He makes the music he wants to make. That's fine. But if I'm listening to this, it's like, why do they have Young Thug here on this tour? It just seemed weird to me. It just seems weird. I'm sorry, because it's like you going against everything. It's like going against everything you've done. But on the other side, he could say, "Well, I'm not neglecting the youth, and I want them to get involved. So instead of battling them, I wanted to say what I wanted to say, but then embrace them." It could look like that. I mean, that's what I said. It's always flip sides to the coin. J. Cole could have brought Young Thug on tour. That way, you're gonna get all those drug addict people and all them up in there to listen to. J. Cole. So anyway, they gonna be listening to it anyway and listening to how they shouldn't be doing lean. And that's how you could deprogram a lot of people instead of fighting against the running your head up against the wall. Me, I just wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't, I just don't fit with that standard. I couldn't see Public Enemy talking about black power and doing this and then doing something that was totally against what they were doing or what they were standing for. But then again, but it was different. But yeah, they stood up there with. I couldn't see Public Enemy standing up with Gucci Man and stuff like that. I couldn't see them doing nothing like that. So you got to understand, NWA and Public Enemy went on tour together. They were on the same tour, and East Coast hated NWA and they loved Public Enemy because it was that movement in the East Coast. It was the rise up, fight the power type movement going on, but they didn't realize that NWA had the same movement about the police department and everything else, and their whole album with theme was based around injustice. That I'm a product of what you created. There's no jobs. You gave us guns. You gave us drugs. The Rampart scandal, all this stuff that was happening in the '90s created the NWA. I mean, NWA, F the police, and all that stuff. That was their thing that was going on the West Coast, and they brought it all the way full circle. NWA glamorized violence. No, they threw violence right in your face. But when they did Express Yourself, F the Police, Gangster Gangster, and they did other songs too that you guys didn't know about, like on Easy E album, No More Questions. And they actually talking about radio, and they actually did radio songs. But they pointed out a lot of different injustices that was happening around the globe, but they magnified it because it was really happening in LA. It's not about a salary, it's all about reality. Gangster, gangster. What is he talking about? Always into something is the second album. We're talking about the first album, Straight Outta Compton. They were just really hardcore. The song Dope Man, Dope Man, Dope Man. Here's what said about a nigga like me. Never been the shit let off the penitentiary. Ice Cube would like to say that I'm a crazy mother uncle from around the way. Since I was a youth, I smoked weed. Yeah. Now I'm the mother that you read about taking a life or two. That's what the hell I do. You don't like the way I'm living in F you. This is a game, and I'm in it. My man nigga backs you up with a minute with a left, right. You're toothless, and that then they got damn they ruthless. Everywhere we go, they say damn. NWA's messing up the program. And you realize we don't care. We don't just say no. We too busy saying yeah about drinking straight out the 8 bottle. Do I look like a mother and role model to a kid looking up to me? Life ain't nothing but itches and money. Now, when he said that, he was pointing himself. I'm the type of brother that's built to last. Mess with me, you get a yeah. I don't give a because I keep bailing. Yo, what the hell are they yelling? Gangster, gangster. It's not about a salary. It's all about reality. He was he was writing from the mindset of what a gangster thinks about. He wasn't saying that's me, because we all know Ice Cube wrote that, and we all know Ice Cube is the furthest thing from a gangster you've ever seen. This guy never broke a law in his life. Married his wife and never cheated on his wife. Had kids with his wife. Been with his wife about 30 years. Never cheated on her one time. Raised his kids in a rich suburban suburb. A businessman, writing movies and films since the early 90s. But yet he was in a group called Negroes with Attitudes. Because he was writing rhymes, stories. But that's one thing they don't even champion Ice Cube about. They never champion the guy who stays with his wife for as long as he did it. They look at that as a detraction. His wife is controlling him. They use that as a detraction to try to pull him down. No, because raps was about creating. They were artists. When a writer or anybody else make a song, do the song always is about them? When someone write a movie, is the movie about them? No, they're writers, right? So he's writing a rap about a gangster and how a gangster life is and how they what goes on in the mindset of a gangster. And that's how they feel. Like this, it's all about women and getting the money. That's it. That's what's in their mindset because they feel like they don't have an equal opportunity to do anything. Well, the thing of it, you got to look at it from a creative standpoint of what they're trying to do with this. I think they're trying to bring in the people who oppose all the drug addicts and then bring the drug addicts too. Have everybody in one big mix and they getting the message. KOD, all this drug and the mumble rap stuff got to go away. But he brought Little Pump out while he performed 1985. I had a problem with that. What is he doing on stage for? I'd be like, dog, I'm talking against what you bringing to the table in reality. Now people don't know how to be creative. They can only talk about some stuff that happened last night that's gonna end up everybody locked up in jail. But I told him don't mix that crack like that when you cook it. Gotta chop it up, razor blade. Then you gotta use the white glove. Go to Messy house. Go get the pot. It's a door behind the fence. I want you to go and get it. Don't even listen to that goofy bitch. I told y'all to get the belly and soda and get the crack, get the coke. Go get it from Mac. He got the guns on 35th. Yep, 25th. Gotta go get it from Mac on 35th. Yeah, and Mac and got it. We gotta go to Maine. Maine got that thing right on there in Des Plaines. Yep, hit up Maine. Call his number 458-6737. Say Maine. Code word, yeah. Everybody know what time it is, yeah. And we gonna get that. Go back to the crib, that. Go that, cook that. Everybody want that. Everybody gonna be in jail. They locked Maine up. They ain't gonna be mad. The feds that came and got me. They called my number, had the code word and everything. So the creative process and the creativity has been lost in the art. So now people just saying the first thing come to their mind, basically, and they just talking. So there's no real art to it at all. If you listen to R&B now, it's not even R&B. People, we have to applaud when we hear a real R&B song. You go hear "Pretty Brown Eyes" by Mint Condition and songs like that. You like, wow, yeah, that is a song. Things were soulful, and now you break in my heart. You don't get nothing like that now. It's girl, you gonna suck me off. When you gonna suck me off? It's like, what? What does this got to do with it? That's not even a rhythm. I mean, it's so many one hit wonders because they looking for the two hit single. I mean, right? I'm gonna hit your wife. Me and your wife got something going on. I mean, it's no guidelines no more, no rules. People aiming to sleep with your wife. Man, I know I could get the wife to go. She gonna go. Right. Yeah, I mean, that's all it is. It's sex music now. Oh no! People got to get here tonight. Tripping on you the way I feel tonight. So you better back your girl. Oh no! That's one of my favorite dance songs ever. People don't believe that marijuana and weed is bad for you. People think it's okay that they make it legal. Yeah, it's good. I can smoke. That stuff is so bad for you. Y'all don't even know it robs you of your ambition. Look at Daz. Daz is the prime example of weed being bad for you. Do you know how many millions and millions and millions of dollars Daz could have? So KOD, kids on drugs. That is exactly what's going on around here. All these kids are dangerous and they on drugs, which weakens their mental state. They're taking drugs that has effects on their brains. And you go in here and you align yourself with all these different drug addict type of rappers, Young Thug, and Thugger make some good songs. I give him credit for that. Thugger, a lot of people don't like the Barter Six. The Barter Six was hard. I ain't gonna front. The Barter Six was fire. Pure weed is good for you. What is pure weed? They putting pesticides in there. They doing all kind of stuff, mixing it with crack. Y'all don't know nothing about what they doing with all this stuff, man. They chemicalizing the marijuana to have you all hooked. Whatever they can have you more hooked on there, they gonna do it. Weed is herb. Yeah, not all herbs are good for you. People think, man, it grows from the ground. It's a plant. The poison ivy is a plant too. That don't mean you're supposed to smoke it. There's plants that kill you. You know how they found that out? Somebody tried to eat a plant and he died. Oh, leave that alone. They be Ugabu, Ugabu, Ugabu dead. Ugabu ate the plant. Yeah, Ugabu dead. Don't touch that plant. It's deadly. Well, maybe he ate too much. Let's try the, a little bit of. Oh, Ugabu and Uday. Ugabu and Uday, they dead. Dead. No amount is good. No amount is good. Ugabu and Uday, they both dead. Both. Yep, they both dead. This plant no good all the way. He had the little bit. He had the lot. Do not no. So weed cure cancer. No, it just makes you hide while you still dying of cancer. You don't really care no more. You're high, so the pain is gone. But when the weed come down, you back, you I'm hurting. So if people dying of cancer, they just want the pain to stop. So giving them medication for the pain, that's about all they want. Weed is healthier than McDonald's. So you can survive on smoking weed. You can survive off McDonald's. Fast food have diabetes. When has alcohol ever been used as a healing agent? Rubbing alcohol, yeah, it could purify a wound. That happens. You can't die from smoking weed. Go Google people who died from smoking weed. There's a lot of parents out there that would love to choke you right now for saying that. I just felt it was a very bad look for him to do that. So y'all tell me, do y'all have any problem with J. Cole going on tour with Young Thug? Or you think it's all good? It don't really matter. Alcohol has not killed more people than weed. Alcoholism has killed more people. When people abuse it too much, weed is a gateway drug that has led people down the road of destruction. So when you think of crack, you think, who just started smoking crack? If you ask anybody who smoked crack, they guarantee you they smoked weed first. They didn't just start right off with crack. Yeah, alcohol is a gateway to more liquor. I ain't never seen nobody get drunk so much they said, let's do some crack. No, they drink so much that they say we need more liquor. That's just that's just about it. Right, I believe you, John Doe. You smoked weed since 2001 and you never did anything else. I guarantee you, you never did nothing in life because you were smoking weed. I agree with that 100%. Now there are functional people that smoke marijuana and still go about their regular day doing work and going to they got a job, they can function. Why? Because they understand that they have to feed the high. They have to feed the addiction. But the weed comes first. It becomes a necessity. People smoke it in their leisure and this and that, but they're basically working it into their habit to control their inner inhibitions. They have anxiety problems. So to them, they need it to function. There are a few people like that in the world. They can still go about doing their things, but the weed changes them. They make them forgetful. They forget certain things that they need to be doing. They forget their appearances. They walk out and look like they've been hit by a bus. They look 20 years older than anybody else. Their lips turn purple and they don't seem to care. They hair smell like marijuana. It's all dried up and dead. They look like life after death. And and then they'll be the same age as you, but they look 20 years older. And then they start to wonder why. Like, what happened? You smoked your life away, smoking it up. So go ahead and chief up. Yeah, look at Snoop. He looking like he's 65, 1,000 years old. Smoking up his health. Yes, drinking too much alcohol will do that to you. Poison ivy's from the earth, Johnny D. Go smoke it and see what happens. Come back and tell us what happened. Cigarettes might be worse. Yes, there's chemicals in cigarettes. It's called nicotine. That nicotine mixed with the tobacco. The tobacco is just so the thing could smoke. The nicotine is what's going to keep you coming back. Have I ever smoked? I lit up a stogie, like Victory cigars, and I don't like inhale that stuff. I just let it smoke up so I can take a picture and brag. And we only do that like after you win a game. You just let the stogie go. That's it. I don't. I'm not a big smoker. No stogie and all that. Why would I want to do all that stuff and they teeth be all brown? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me smoke up. Listen, expensive habit. And you know what they do here in Illinois? Cigarette prices are incredibly high in Cook County. They keep raising the price because they know you're gonna get mad, but still buy the doggone cigarette. They gonna get mad and still buy the cigarettes. I mean, they teeth be looking like Yoda. You will be. Teeth be all brown and black and coffee and lock it in. Ooh wee. They teeth be looking like Yoda. Well, in the last couple of days, I've been drinking soda. I normally don't drink soda that much. I drink a lot of water, dog. A lot of water than I used to. But you're right. I had to cut down on the soda. But in the past week, I just didn't have time to go through my system because I haven't really been here. I've been in the city dealing with my grandmother. So yeah, I need to drink water by the gallons. You see, and this is why J. Cole came out with KOD. You got all these kids on drugs, and they all started because y'all made it cool to smoke marijuana. So smoking marijuana makes it cool. But you see somebody who smoked too much. I know I got cousins that's like that. They look like they're in their 20s and they look like they're in their 30s. They look like they sleep when they wide awake. I'd be like, dog, you're all right, smoking too much of that stuff. And they don't even realize how it didn't affected their life. They got all these ideas, but they don't get off the couch. Man, you know what? I should go to school, right? I'll get my degree, get my artist degree, like computer design. Yeah, man. Go there, get it. All I gotta do is apply for the loan, and get the loan, get my degree, and graphic design. There's a lot of companies looking for graphic designs. Right? I was just reading up on that. I read this whole book about how people don't even go for these jobs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna get started on that tomorrow. 5 years later, yeah, man, I'm gonna get me a degree, man, like graphic design. Yeah, I read up on that, fam. Yeah, you could do a lot. Graphic design is where it's at, man. Nobody really even applied for these jobs. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Get my degree. Plenty of people, man. My boy worked at this company. I know they need somebody for graphic design. 7 years later, man, I'm gonna go to school, man. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get my degree. Yeah, go in for graphic design. 5 hours later, oh, it's still lit. I am smart at this. I'm smart enough to smoke. That's the smartest thing you can ever do. Not smoke. Don't do no drugs. You know how much money you save? You know how much money I save because I don't drink like that. I barely drink. Don't smoke. Don't do no drugs. You know how much money I save? I know somebody who spend hella drugs, hella money on drugs. It's part of their budget. You think they spend $20 a day? Shoot, they light bill is still past due. They just pay it a little bit off, so they don't cut it off. Like that bill can stay past due. We gotta get high. They say they gonna cut it off. I'm like, well, what? Tell them can we put $72 on it? Well, how much the bill? How you got a $600 light bill? That don't make no sense. How in the world you got a $600 light bill? When did I last speak to Floyd? Right before he fought Conor McGregor. Right before he fought Conor. But I got a blow, Joe. Remember, say no to drugs.